welcome back to another Sew With Me for the Chestnut Grove Nutmeg. We are starting our finishing, which basically we're putting all the blocks together and adding a border. So here's my border cut. This is the binding. I haven't prepared it yet. I've just got the cuts, the strips cut. But this is going to be the binding. I'll do that later off to the side. These are ready to go. There is a mistake in this pattern. Quite a big one, if y'all get it. It says to cut 20 2.5-inch width of fabric strips to make the border. 20. The correct number is 8. 8 is the correct answer. How in the world that got through, I don't know. But let's get started. We've just got a picture to go on to put all our blocks together. I'm totes cool with that. Y'all know I just like to look and sew, so that works for me. First, we're going to put two little tulips together. An orange one and a blue one is what they suggest. So I'll take their suggestion. These two. Tiptoe through the tulips. They didn't even give you enough fabric to cut 20. I had like maybe an inch left after cutting the 8 of that fabric. So it's obviously a typo or I don't know. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tulips in a row. These we got orange, yellow, orange and yellow. Well, Janie came today and my house is now clean. This house is clean. I'm still on the struggle bus with my sleeping. Last night I slept 11 straight hours. It's like, I swear. Blue and yellow. Then we'll end with an orange. But you know, the night before I only slept a couple turning hours. So it's like feast or famine. One day famine, next day feast. I want to get a normal meal. Now I want to get, I'll get some pluses out. These weird. That's a big old basket of some sort. Smaller baskets. There's all the pluses. Here they are. Okay, blue, orange, blue and orange together. And then it looks like we have a pale and an orange together. Another orange and a pale. Then an orange and a blue. confused at this point. How many have I done? Let me go and start pressing some of these because I'm getting over my head. Here's my block on the side. I'm making Coriander Floret. I'm going to use that as leaders and enders. Press these, and we'll see where we stand. With the tulips, let's see, I had the orange and blue. That's gonna go next to a pretty small basket. I need to spread all these out on my bed. Hold on, let me do that. All right, much easier. I can see them all now. We're gonna have a little basket attached to these, and it is in this position, facing down. The blocks are kind of topsy-turvy, every which way but loose. Obsessed with watching this show that I found on Facebook, which it's just clips from the show. I don't know what channel it's on, but I need to find out. It's Australian lifeguards. It's called Bondi Rescue or something like that, and they just show clips from the show of them rescuing people, and it's just fascinating to me. Are y'all familiar? I need to find out where it's broadcast. Okay, these pluses. Do I have one back here? Let me see. Let me do the other tulips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, there's one string of tulips that's 5 long. These two, okay. I need 3 pluses in a row. Blue, orange, and yellow. An orange tulip. Tiptoe through the tulips with me. Blue and yellow pluses. Do I have a, no, I don't have a blue and yellow pluses, so let's make one. Then I need blue, yellow, and orange. Oh, I've already got the blue, yellow, and orange. We need 2 of them like that. Okay. Trying to put all my small ones together first. There's the line of tulips. I'll set this here, and this plus. Where was this? I don't know. This one though can go on one of these right here. A little boo-boo here. Ooh, I barely caught it. I had a little dip in the fabric. All right, let's put another one of these. All these pluses falling everywhere. Let's put one of these with a big basket right here. And this is section 1 done when these 2 go together. Or part of section 1. Section 1-1, we'll call it. The first part of section 1. Anchor and adjust. Make sure you're still lined up like you should be. Looks like I'm trying to get off track. There we go. Ah, you cheeky monkey. Did you see it pop out of my hand like that? I feel like I'm sewing blue jeans with all this blue fabric. I will be giving this pattern away when I'm done with it, by the way, and all the extra fabric except the blue. I'm keeping the blue. The rest I'll give away to y'all. Okay, this is gonna have this on part, and then we will be done with section 1-2 of section 1. Of course, you can pin if you want. That makes you feel more comfortable. Go for it. Ain't nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nobody gonna take my time. Ain't nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no. This is a crime against humanity, my sewing skills on this quilt. Anyway, I hope my cycle of weird sleep doesn't continue tonight and I get no sleep because I've got to work tomorrow. That's not going to be fun if I'm back down to 0 sleep. I've got a little hole here I noticed. I've got to fix it. I missed something. Oh, see it right there. Wow. That wasn't something I just did just now. This is an old injury. Or is it? Or did it flip? Okay, I see what happened. My fabric bent, folded in half for some weird reason. So I'm just ripping where the boo-boo is, and I'm gonna press this fold back like it should be and go again. Because the fabric here, if you see it, it folded up for some weird reason. And that made me miss my stitch. Hard to rip. Okay. Let's see if I can get this seam flat. You got to keep on moving. There. That looks very good. Let me get this out of the way. Fixed. Okay, section 1-1 done. Section 1-2 done. And let's put these 2 sections together. And then we'll have half of section 1 completed. Ain't nobody gonna take my time. Ain't nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no, got to keep on moving. I'm going to pin here. I guess it's the equivalent of when you're driving recklessly and you almost have a wreck and then you stop and put your seatbelt on. This is the consequences of me missing that seam. There. section 1 and 2 together. Okay, let me grab my pluses. Blue, okay. I'm going to attach this to a star. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. When you wish upon a star, your dream. There was a crap ton of fabric left over of this, and I saved all the whole pieces and cut as much as I could from the leftovers. I seriously doubt it's enough to do a whole nother quilt with, but it's close. It's a lot. I'm gonna set that to the side. Now I need another 3 pluses together. Another 3. Okay, so that's going to be blue, yellow, and orange. Blue, yellow, orange right here. I like when finishes are like this, like putting together bigger and bigger block sections. It's just so much more interesting and fun than sash, sash, square, square, sash, sash. All right, I'm gonna set this here because we're going to do 3 small baskets in a row, which are these guys. 3 baskets in a row. So it looks like yellow, orange, and tan. Yellow, orange, and I don't have a tan, so I'll go, maybe that's what they consider tan. We'll do that one. And they're all facing or tilted that way to the right. To the right, to the right, to the left, to the left. That's right, baby, slide. Work, 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 work. Everybody, here we go. Let me see your Tootsie Roll. Your Tootsie Roll. These 3 go with another star. Or maybe they're in New Zealand. They're one of the two. I can't. It's either New Zealand or Australia. I have a hard time telling their accents apart. They have tons. It must be a lot more dangerous than American waters because they have so many lifeguards out there. a huge amount of lifeguards and rescue equipment and this and that. When we go to the beach in Gulf Shores, Alabama, there's no lifeguards. Zero. Maybe if you're lucky and you're on a public beach somewhere, you might see one lifeguard stand. You might catch a glimpse of one lifeguard maybe once every 5 years. I'm guessing it's a lot more dangerous there. Nothing like what they've got there. I mean, those guys are like trained medical professionals. I'm used to lifeguards being a 16-year-old on summer break. That's all we get. The kids barely out of diapers. Not that they don't teach the children CPR, but that's not. Who don't know CPR? I mean, I know CPR. Doesn't mean you're gonna perform well in an emergency. Where's the other? Here it is. No. Where the heck is it? Have I lost my ever-loving mind? Where is this other part? Oh my gosh. Yes, I have lost it. It's right here. All right, we're gonna put these two together. And these guys, they learn those skills and they actually have to use them quite regularly. They're actually, you know, doing CPR. They're actually putting on the little AED machines and all that. And they actually show you the people they're working on. You know, US shows, they blur that stuff out. So you can never see the patient. You know, it's just a blur. But this one you actually see them. And it's a lot more moving, I guess, because you see that actual human being literally dead in their arms and they bring them back to life. It's on a whole nother level. 2 pluses next to one of these weird guys. A yellow one. One of these. This is section 2 we're getting into now. We only have one more stitch for section 1, 2, and 3. What a fulfilling, rewarding job that must be. Yeah, they probably have a lot more. Well, a lot of them, they're surfing out there, so you know it's a lot more than our waters, because there's no surfers where we go in Gulf Shores. There's no waves, really. to do such a thing. It's pretty mild. And they're out there surfing, so. I've seen 2 already where people about get killed with surfboards hitting them in the head, and they're not even the ones surfing. I mean, they knock you upside the head. It literally kills them. It knocks them out. That's not right. What in the world am I doing? I got turned around. Yes. And the yellow. Okay, it goes like this. Yeah, I've seen 2 that were hit by surfboards, and they did survive, but they had to do life-saving operatives and then send them to the hospital. I think if I lived someplace like that, I would not be having my kids in that water. That would be terrible. I'm scared enough when they're in Gulf Shores water. I get so nervous. I'm like, don't come back! Come back! You just start getting too far out there. Oh my gosh. Woo! Scares a mama. I think now I take this, and he's going to attach to a big basket. Tilted like so. And then these 2 will attach to our string of tulips. Yeah, it's probably going to take us a couple of videos to get this done. I don't know though, we're moving and grooving. We are moving and grooving. Tell you what, after I slept, like this time when I slept 11 hours and the day before yesterday when I slept 14 hours, I just feel like all day I feel like I'm on like amphetamines or something. I'm like full of nervous energy. Just wired. I'll be back when I get on my, when I get regulated again. Cause yeah, I feel like, I mean, I'm like shaking. I feel like I'm taking stimulants. It's so strange. My body's saying, what are you doing to us? Or me. I only have one body. Okay, this is the last part of section 1. So let's put it to the first part of section 1. I started a new book. I finished that Stacy Willingham's Only If We're Lucky or something like that it was called. It was okay. It's not one I'm gonna say, oh, definitely go read that immediately. It was all right. I started at Kristen Hanna's The Women now, which is like a Vietnam story. I'm barely into it. The girl and her brother sign up to go to Vietnam. I've read several of Kristen Hanna's books, and I think they're okay. They're not my, she's not my favorite or anything, but they're worth reading. She does more of like drama stories. Drama, novels, literature, which I do like. The only genre of book I really haven't gotten into fiction-wise is romance. I could care less about romance books. That's one genre that's never interested me. Comedy, drama, mystery, fantasy, read all those. I dig them, but romance just bores me to tears. It probably aggravates me more than anything. I'll think, how ignorant. I have no patience for swooning. I'd be more the one saying, girl, you don't need him. Take on it. That's all my grandmother read was Harlequin Quinn or whatever the heck they're called. Oh, I barely caught that scene. That's gonna make a hole. And it's like right on the edge. Let me go do a little witchy way on it. Just gonna move in a little bit. Shh, don't tell nobody. Scary books. I've read a lot of those. I should have used blue thread to stitch this together, because at some points you can see my little white stitches. Like right there where I had to do that witchy way. Once it's quilted though, she always quilts with white, so it'll blend in. There's the first half done, the top half. Now the bottom half. We've got these, what? Okay, yeah. I need to put the line of tulips right here. struggle when they have this little tiny borders that's like literally an inch wide next to a bunch of seams. It's hard for me to get my 1/4 inch in there because these seams are butting up against my foot, you know what I mean? And making it want to push over. Like that little bitty sash. I need more working room. Because there's not enough room for my foot to fit in between the fold and the fabric. So it pushes me over. Next, small basket and a weird circular one in blue go together. I need to press that. I got quite wrinkly in storage. Cook today. I made cheeseburgers and they came out delicioso. All right, we need 2 big tulips put together, a blue and an orange. This long tulip section is going to attach to the big bowl of balls right here. Dare you to say that 10 times fast. Yeah, I think my body's quite confused about sleep patterns I'm trying to establish. I think it's quite confused. I feel like my heart's racing. these two guys here can go with my two tulips. So section 1 of 2 is done. And this is the first half of section 2, part 2. Side by side, yep. Press. There's that. First section. Okay. Now we need no. What do we need now? A little basket. A little basket like this with a weird circle guy. Weird circle guy. Here. These two. Beautiful day today. We're in the full throes of spring. And flowers are blooming, grass is green. It's a beautiful morning. Did I tell y'all Janie had to get an apartment while her house is getting repaired from the tornado? They had to remove her the rest of the roof that still remained. They had to tear that out, and they're going to have to rebuild, I guess, her carport and redo her electrical and redo her ceilings, and it's just a whole thing. So luckily, there was an apartment right next door to her house that was open and just built. So she grabbed that. Okay, this is going to go there, but we still have one more section to make, which is out of little tulips. 3 tulips. And I'm going to do them like that since I've only got 2 blue ones left. I bet we can get our 2 sections together. the two main sections, and then next video we'll put the two main sections together in our border, and then we'll be done and we get to start a new quilt. I don't know if I've already picked it. I think I might start that daisies one, the cloth and paper daisies. I think that's the one I'm going to start when this is through. Oh wait, maybe I'm going to start quilt by the row. I think I'm going to start quilt by the row. And then daisy will go in the next opening after this. I have several wrapping up, so it won't be long till I've got the pushing up daisies done. And we'll start regular daisies after pushing up daisies. Quilty Fun, I think it's the book. It's Quilt by the Row, Lori Sanders. Lori Sanders. Where in the world did I get that name? Lori Holt. Who the heck is Lori Sanders? Oh my Lord. Lori Sanders. I think I might have worked with the Lori Sanders. I think I worked with Lori Sanders about 20 years ago. I think that's where I got that name. She was a therapist. Isn't that funny how stuff like that happens? Somebody you haven't thought of or in 20 years and you just mistakenly say the name. The brain is crazy, man. Okay, next we need to put a blue and an orange plus together. I'm going to try to do two sewing videos tonight. I'm going to try to work again on pushing up daisies since I'm behind on it and I don't have another unboxing necessarily to put up right now. If it does go up, it'll be pretty late because it'll, you know, it takes a while. But wait, that's not what I need. I need this last star. Tulip and a circular thing. Oh, I almost feel too amped to even sit here and sew. I'm like crawling out of my skin. Which I could do an unboxing tonight, but that would mean I have to put makeup on, and I really don't want to do that right now. And I have to tomorrow anyway because I'm going into work. So I'll just do that tomorrow. Because I already have to be presentable. Okay, this guy is going to attach to the first section. Basket, yep. Okay. This is the second section. The last piece in the second section. That was ugly. These two need to go with a small basket. Turn me. Okay. Okay, there's the second section done. Probably need to stop because I'm running low and the next video won't be this long. I think we're not at a good stopping place, but we're gonna stop. One more, this is definitely gonna be done one more video. Faux show, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you like to watch Sew With Me. I'll see you at the next.